Mhm.
Go right ahead. What are your questions, Antonio?
Let me okay, I was answering the sheets,
Yes.
the worksheets, and I
Yes.
have some questions about that because I noticed that some of them I was wrong, and I wanted to know what I was doing wrong.
What is the
For
mistake?
example,
You can
okay, I'm
share
going
your
to,
screen if you want to. Go ahead.
uh,
Open
all right,
the worksheet on your computer and then share your screen so you can show us.
all right, I'm gonna do it right. Mm, it's here, okay. Look, do you see my screen right now?
It's loading. Let's wait a couple of seconds. There,
Okay,
I see it. It says in this exercise, you have to put the verb into the correct form. And
yeah.
no, letter C is the one that was incorrect.
The third one, the letter C, yes.
We
Mhm.
might not have stayed at this hotel.
George, even though I have a question with the example because it is written in would, I think it is, they made a mistake.
Uh, okay, ladies, can you give your opinion?
Let me check mine because I think I had that one incorrect too. But maybe it was a mistake from the.
Do you
Let
see
me
the do you see the example?
I want to write, but I don't have the options to annotate. Ah, there it is. I don't know why it wasn't there before. All right, so here you go.
I have
You're
the
Oh,
letter
this,
C incorrect
that's what you're
too.
saying? Wouldn't have entered? You think that's incorrect?
no, the okay, look,
Oh,
it
the
says
example that there's over there, that it is over there, that it would they put
it,
twice and then be so difficult
yes,
instead of
it is
being,
written
right?
twice. It would be so
It would
difficult.
have been so difficult,
Exactly.
Ah, yes, there you go. So
Okay,
right?
I noticed it exactly. Yes, that
if I
one.
had known that you were ill, I'd have gone to see you, period. Tom wouldn't have entered
Okay,
for the
well,
examination if he had known
okay,
that
it
he would
be,
have been, yes.
well, that's the example. And letter C, I think there's another mistake because it says, we might not have stayed at this hotel, George. I think maybe in the word George, I think it was maybe, I don't know,
Me-
if
eh, Before, like, right?
before
If
George, if,
George
or maybe
hadn't
Rachel
hadn't recommended.
recommended. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think it marked wrong because it says George before, and I think it's we might not have stayed at this hotel if
If, yeah, that's
George
correct.
George
Or
hadn't recommended it to us.
That's correct. So you are correct.
Okay, but the answer, I think it was correct, right?
Yes,
All right. That would be
the
the
question, right?
yes,
mhm.
this question, but I have another question. Would you
Okay.
wait? Okay, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, okay. Do you see this part on the screen?
Yes, she didn't eat
Yes.
anything because she wasn't hungry. I'm trying to raise my writings.
All right.
It won't let me. Ah, there it is. Okay, continue, please, mister.
Yes, okay. It says letter A. The accident happened because the driver in front stopped so suddenly. I wrote if the driver in front hadn't stopped so suddenly, the accident wouldn't have happened. And they mark as a wrong answer. So I would like to,
Sometimes, I'm not sure why. Sometimes, if you miss a period, it will mark it.
no,
If you
but
don't do the period,
I did it. Well, I read, I wrote it.
you wrote it. I have no idea what was it. But sometimes if you misspell one thing, for example,
Yeah,
as an
if you're
example,
gonna, yeah, you're
I'm not
gonna
saying
get
you
it
did it.
incorrectly, right?
If it stop, you wrote it with only one P, it will mark it incorrect. Um,
And actually, I wrote it like exactly the same as Antonio, and I got it incorrect too.
and here you wrote a comma, and that is correct. The comma is good because you have the expression if at the
That's so
beginning. But if you
sudden.
didn't write the comma, yes, it will also mark it incorrect. So any little detail might mark it incorrect.
All right,
But
so
that
in this
what you're
case, it is correct.
yes, yes, you're
Okay.
good.
Okay, in the second one, letter B, I didn't wake George because I didn't know. He wanted to get up early. Okay, the answer, okay, or the change, the rewriting answer
Mhm.
is if I had known George wanted to get up early, I would have waked him.
This is not correct.
Oh,
And the
that's what,
comma, yeah, and the comma is not correct. So the comma,
And mm, and I wrote if I had woken up George, he would have gotten up early. And then
yeah,
I
but
got it, and then I got it incorrectly
yeah,
too.
but I think you have to rewrite, right? You have to rewrite this.
okay, what would it be the correct answer? So,
No comma. If I had known George wanted to get up early, I
I would
would
have,
have woken him up.
I woken him up. Oh, yes,
Yes.
that's why. All right, woken. It's Waken.
Which one? Woken?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Waken.
oh my gosh.
Him.
There you go.
Him. Woken. Yes. Thank you so much. Woke him up. With O. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next,
The
letter
other
D.
one. Letter D. Yes. She wasn't injured in the crash because she was wearing a seat belt. If she hadn't been wearing a seat belt, she would have been injured. She wouldn't. Oh, I noticed. She wouldn't have been injured.
She hadn't wore.
No,
She,
no, no. If she hadn't been wearing a seatbelt, this is good.
Yes, she
If she
wouldn't.
hadn't been wearing a seatbelt, comma, perfect.
Yes, she wouldn't have been
she
injured, right?
wouldn't.
No, she would have been, I'm not sure been is the correct expression because you're talking about before that. So maybe we need to change the verb to gotten.
All right, all right, all right. Yes. Oh, got it. She wouldn't have gotten
She
injured.
would have,
Okay.
in positive. If she hadn't been wearing a seatbelt, she would have gotten injured.
All right.
And
That's it.
wearing is
But-
correct.
Yes,
Yes,
because
wearing is
Wearing-
correct. Yeah.
Well, yes, because we have
Being.
the bean, right? But can we use a double over there? Like she hadn't been wearing and she would have been, I mean, she would have gotten injured.
That's what I'm saying because this is a pre-accident is an or a post. I'm not. How can I explain it? The sentence.
is
This
in
sentence
past.
right here is a previous accident sentence,
All right.
and this sentence is a post-accident sentence. Yes, so it's a before and after scenario. Yes, so before is she wasn't injured in the crash because she was wearing a seatbelt before the imaginary situation of that.
Can I give you my answer, Mr.
Sure.
Jesus, so
Yes,
you
go ahead.
can check mine?
Yeah.
If she hadn't wore a seatbelt, she would have been injured in the crash.
If she hadn't worn,
Yes, a seatbelt, she would have been injured in the crash.
she would have gotten. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
got it.
She would have gotten.
In the crash, okay.
Yes, we
But,
have to change the verb being.
but
Yes.
can I use like this answer?
Yeah.
I got
yeah,
it incorrect. I got it incorrect, but
It's okay. The answer is asking you for one specific answer. If you got it incorrect, you had the chance and the opportunity to do it again and again and again and again. And on the next times, on the following times that you do the activity, you didn't have to do all of the answers. You can just go for a straightforward, the one that you want to check. For example, Mr. Can you stop your presentation for a second, please?
Yes, yes.
All right, I'm gonna give you this example only as an example, okay?
Yeah.
Let me go to the one of the activities.
And it's correct if we said had.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's
Yes.
correct.
It sounds
right.
weird, like had.
Yes, that's because we haven't covered plenty of this topic, but yes, that's the correct form. So here you go, complete. Let's imagine, for example, that you got most of them correct, but you got this one, number 2, and over here, this one incorrect, okay, as an example. So let's go back into the worksheet again and then do the ones that were incorrect. If my parents, this is a three conditional, right?
yes.
Third,
I
yes,
think.
third.
Let me go ahead and check.
Had allowed.
Allowed me to go to the
I
concert.
would have
Yes.
enjoyed.
I would have
Enjoy.
Enjoyed.
very much.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the only one I do. And then I go to the number 2. I wouldn't have sold the bike if you had told me you wanted it.
If I had
told me
asked you.
if
Is
you
the
had
first
told me.
one.
Let's
The
mark
second
first
one.
No,
Ah,
the
and the
first
number
one.
2.
All right, that's all. You don't have to do all of the other ones again because all of the other ones were correct. These that were incorrect, you want to go over it again and check it.
All
Yes.
right, yes.
Okay.
And it will tell you, yes is correct and yes is correct. And then you're finished. That way you clear your doubts.
Okay.
Okay, yes, good point. Yeah, I understood. All
And
right.
the links will be there in the chat. They will stay there so you can go back and practice again.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, like Alberto said it, this is one of the topics that students struggle with the most. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
That's why I send you so many worksheets so you guys can practice it and have a better understanding. How did you do, Adriana?
In some of them, I got them all correct, but for example, in that one that Antonio had trouble with,
Yes.
I had them all incorrect. So,
Okay.
so
We can check this again. We're going to finish the lesson. Let me show you the.
and
Okay.
I thought I had them like correct, but maybe as you said, the program is expecting, you know,
An exact answer. Yes.
answer.
An
So,
exact answer, correct.
so I just thought to wait for the class so we could go over the answers.
And that's another example with unless. Can we check them?
Yeah, we will.
All right.
We will check it. So Sam.
Well, it wasn't that difficult, I think, that part using unless.
Awesome. I hope it's helpful. So this is activity right here, the slide. Did you guys do it?
Yes.
Cynthia, what about you?
Mm,
Let me go.
No, Cynthia? What about you,
no,
Antonio?
If Sam,
it was in the link. No.
Yes, no, on the link, no, it
You-
was on the chat.
On the
oh,
chat.
let me go ahead and. mm, if Sam,
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No.
You might let me see if it's in fact in there.
if Sam, I don't
No,
find,
I don't
no.
have it, that one.
oh,
Yes,
I
it is
just
there.
saw it. Yes,
It's right
but,
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
but maybe we did it in class, no?
No, we haven't.
Uh,
I'll show you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Sorry,
Rosie.
I'm late.
hi.
It's right here, Cynthia. It's on the
Uh,
chat right below this slide. It's all of these guys.
Oh, I didn't notice
Yeah. All of
either.
that is this one, and this one, and this one, and these, and then are the videos. Did you guys check the videos?
Yes,
yes.
I saw the videos and then I did the worksheets and
And here
some
I
of the,
said, yeah, I recommend to watch the videos first, then the worksheets, and at the end, the
The
slides.
slides. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. The work is right there for you to practice, okay? So you guys can practice at
Mhm.
another time. And right now, we're going to continue.
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna load it down.
Hi, Alberto.
Hello, Rocio. Hello, Alberto.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. So let's begin with this. We are working with the third conditional.
All right.
Yes. In the third conditional, we use had or hadn't. That would have, wouldn't have, could have, couldn't have, might have, might not have. And number one, Sam didn't get up early. He was late for work.
Good
This sounds
evening.
like good evening, mister. This sounds like a lot of my students. Yes. Now, the third conditional. If Sam had gotten up early, he wouldn't have been late for work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. What about number two? We didn't bring our umbrellas. We got wet.
If we had brought our umbrellas, we would, we wouldn't, we
Have got
wouldn't
wet?
have gotten wet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Perfect, guys. Now, can you please complete the rest?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. We have.
Write the answer or just say,
Let's see. Let's work with three. Who has answer for number three?
Okay. If Jay had studied, he wouldn't have failed the test.
Perfect, mister. Can you please type it?
Yes, sure.
All right. Who has number four?
me.
Go. What do you have for number four?
If I hadn't ridden the bicycle, I wouldn't have fallen off.
If I hadn't ridden.
Reading.
Yeah. Go ahead. Can you please type it?
Okay.
Okay. Who has number five?
Mm,
If I had met him yesterday,
I would have
I
known.
will have known his name.
Close. I think what you're missing is the opposite. Remember that this is imaginary situation. So what is real is that I met him. I met him is correct. So what is the imaginary situation? The opposite. I didn't meet him. But when we talk about an imaginary situation, I don't use the same tense. For example, number 5 is in simple past, right?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
met
have.
him. Okay, simple past. So what is the opposite of I met? The opposite is I didn't meet,
Mhm.
right? But in the imaginary situation, we don't use the same tense. We use the past perfect. Instead of the simple past, we use the past perfect. So I didn't meet him is, what is it, guys?
If I hadn't met him.
If I hadn't met him. Of course, with the expression if. If I hadn't met him. Yes, and then now we have the situation, the imaginary situation. Now we can imagine our imaginary result. What would be the result of this? If I hadn't met him, what is the result? The opposite of our real result. This is the real result. What is the opposite?
Wouldn't. The
I
negative.
I don't know his name. My goodness. But in the imaginary result, we use the past models. Would have, could have, might have. In this case, the negatives. Wouldn't have, couldn't have, might not have. So I don't know his name changes to
I couldn't or wouldn't have known
known
his name.
his name.
Okay.
Who has, thank you, thank you, Rocio. Are you on a computer or on a cell phone?
It's my computer, but I think it has some problems.
I don't think it's a computer problem. It's did
Maybe
you download?
browser.
No, did you have Zoom? Did you download Zoom on your computer?
Yes.
It's downloaded. Now, do you have the controllers? Do you see where the controllers are?
Yes.
They're over here, somewhere in there. And they see view options. Do you see that?
In green.
Yes.
In green.
Click on view options and a little table would display with more options.
Okay.
You click on annotate.
Yes, but it doesn't let me. I don't know what is happening. I think
Okay.
I have a problem with the maybe with some version or something like that.
Okay. Well, hopefully it can resolve later on, right?
Okay.
Okay. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. So there's the answer. Oh my gosh. If I hadn't ridden the bicycle, I wouldn't have fallen off. Okay. Very good. Ah, yeah, yeah. Next, number 6. The TV was broken. They were bored. Who has the answer?
No.
Mr. Antonio,
Yes.
that one is incomplete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
incomplete.
wouldn't have failed the test.
That's right. It's in negative.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't have failed the test. Yes.
Number 6 should be if the TV hadn't been broken,
Yep.
they would be bored.
They wouldn't.
They would be bored.
If the TV,
Hadn't been broken.
yeah. comma, they wouldn't have
Wouldn't have been born.
bored. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions, guys, on this?
No.
Okay, what do you think, Cynthia, about the last one, number 6?
If the TV hadn't been broken, they wouldn't have been bored.
What do you think about it? Does that make sense? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, I'm gonna ask you a different one. What am I doing? What am I doing? I had, what's going on? I had to work. I didn't have time to relax. Okay. How can we say that in the what? Third conditional.
I had to work. I didn't have time to relax.
If
I
If I
hadn't
had
to work.
To work.
work,
I would have
Had
had
time to relax. Time to relax.
there. Why am I saying this? Because of this. Hadn't had, have had. I know it's a little funny, but that's the
Yeah.
grammar of this, okay?
Yes.
That's how grammar works. Would you like another example similar to this?
Yeah.
hadn't had.
That common joke I get all the time. I get this joke all the time. I didn't have a TV. But no, that would be in the past. Yes. I had a lot of hobbies. All right, let's go again.
I wouldn't.
If I
Okay. If I had
I
had
had a TV.
had
TV,
a TV,
I wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
had a lot of hobbies.
there. Let me know when I can go for the next slide.
Yeah, give me a few seconds, please.
Taking a picture, Cynthia? Hold on, let me comb my hair.
Thank you.
All right, can we go to the next one?
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
All right, let's go. We have another slide just like it. Now, let's see, guys. Alberto, do you have this one? Did you do this homework?
Let me see. If Isaac hadn't sat under the tree, an apple wouldn't have fallen on his head.
Wouldn't have fallen. Perfect.
Yeah.
Adriana, do you have number 8?
No, but I'll try it.
Okay, let's see.
If Kevin hadn't, if if Kevin hadn't gotten lost, he wouldn't have cried.
Yes.
He wouldn't
Yes.
have cried, right?
Perfect. Yes. Alberto, can you please type? Thank you, Alberto.
There you go.
Diana,
Can you tap mine too, please?
Type it on the chat. I'll text it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocio, can you please give us number 9?
If Jenny hadn't practiced a lot, she wouldn't have won the contest.
Very good. Thank you. Antonio, can you do number 10, please?
Yeah. If the fireman hadn't arrived, they wouldn't have put out the fire.
That's right.
Um,
Can you give us number 11? Or would you like to do number 12 instead? Hi, Maddie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm so late. Excuse me.
It's okay. You're okay?
Yes.
All right. Cynthia, which one would you like to do? Number 11 or number 12?
Let's see the number 11. That was a funny joke. I laughed. If that hadn't
Hold on. If that what? If that joke,
if that joke hadn't
yes.
Love. Love it.
hadn't mm,
uh-oh.
hadn't been funny, I wouldn't have laughed.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Very good. Yes, Cynthia. Thank you. Maddie. Maddie,
Yes.
are you familiar with the third conditional?
Yes.
Yes. Can you
I
do
try
number
to
12?
remember. Yes, I hope so. Okay, we included room. It was messy. If I cleaned the room,
If we
if we cleaned the room,
hadn't.
hadn't cleaned the room, it wouldn't have been messy.
It would have.
Wouldn't have.
It would
Messy.
have. It would have.
It would have. Thank you.
Been messy. It would have been messy.
Thank you, Rocio.
Welcome.
All right, let's take a look. If Isaac hadn't sat under a tree, an apple wouldn't have fallen on his head. Very good. If Kevin hadn't gotten lost, he wouldn't have
It
tried.
would have nine.
If Jenny hadn't practiced a lot, she wouldn't have won the contest. If the fireman hadn't arrived, they wouldn't have put out the fire. Perfect, guys. Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, let's go for the next one. If I had worked harder, I might have made more money. Okay, it's just an example.
Mhm.
What about number 2? If Tim had bought a new car,
I might have And I have.
You cannot trip with him.
What? Anthony?
Okay.
Bought a new car. I take the bus or what?
What? I might have taken the bus.
Maybe not taking the bus.
It makes no sense.
Yes, because we're talking about team.
Yeah, we're talking
Yes,
about
no?
team. It has nothing to
Team.
do with me and the bus.
Okay, he.
So no, not the bus.
No,
Another,
that's
another
not
answer?
possible.
Or maybe he
If he
might have gave me a ride.
Uh-huh.
Even me.
give me a.
Oh,
given
yeah,
a-
given me.
given a me.
Given me a ride. Mhm.
Perfect. Now that's a little better. Very good. Okay, what about number 3?
If Mrs. Brown hadn't found her cat, he might have been
She.
crying.
She
I mean,
she
yes,
might have. She might have.
been crying.
Right? Like that?
Yes, she might have been crying. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Next, number 4.
Forgotten my key.
I might have been lost the time. Open the door.
I have lost time
Opening the door.
Opening the door.
opening, but you
Open
have
the door. Opening the door.
but you don't have the key. Oh, if I hadn't forgotten my key, I might have lost time. If I hadn't forgotten my key, no.
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 Or I may not have, if I hadn't forgotten my key, I may not have been waiting for my family or
Someone.
someone
Someone.
to open the door.
had
Yes,
Waited.
I might not have
Waited
waited
for
for
someone to open the door.
Mhm.
That's really good.
Okay, much better.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Next, number 5.
You might have gotten hurt.
If you hadn't climbed on the tree,
You got it. Yes.
If you hadn't,
If you
if you haven't, yeah.
hadn't.
if you hadn't, you might have gotten hurt. And if you had,
Or it might be, yes, positive, right? If you had climbed up a tree, you might have
let's
gotten
make it more specific.
that tree.
That tree? Why that tree?
Yeah.
Makes sense to the rest.
You have got it hard.
Mhm.
You might have gotten hurt. What
I
about
have
number,
another one, but I
If
don't
I
know if it's
hadn't
correct.
practiced my music or taken
If I
the
had writing a book,
if I
you
had
had
what?
writing a book, I
Written.
could have been famous.
Written.
written
Written a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Next, number 7.
Could have had.
Don't had to study so hard.
Yes.
Yes, if
We
he
don't,
hadn't,
remember that we don't repeat the subjects.
It
The
he.
same
if
subject.
he,
No.
We don't start with we don't start with a pronoun.
If.
Mm.
if
If
If him,
No, you can't start with a pronoun, and him is not.
It's a
yes, yes,
subject
yes.
pronoun.
It's a subject pronoun, yes. Yeah.
If Tom had studied hard,
Okay, so if Tom had studied
Studied.
hard,
um,
yes. All right, now that makes sense, but
If Tom hadn't, no?
if Tom
Okay.
hadn't, if Tom
Hadn't,
hadn't, he
Oh,
would
you're
have
saying
passed.
because of
it's
the double
hadn't.
of double
So
tone, right?
if he hadn't studied, he would have passed.
No.
No, no,
We can
this.
say,
Oh.
if the teacher hadn't been so strict, Tom wouldn't have
Oh,
passed his exam.
very good.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or let's be a bit more specific. If Tom
Tom's teacher.
teacher
Okay, if Tom's teacher
hadn't been
being
Hadn't
so
been
stricter,
so
strict,
strict,
so okay, so strict.
strict, yeah.
so strict.
Yeah.
Then
Now,
after we're gonna say, if Mr. Jesus.
yeah, it would be Mr. Jimenez.
Oh, yes.
So perfect, guys. That's what I want you to see. And you saw it. Very good. Next, number 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the kids had been
On the beach.
take
Okay.
If the kid
had been taken to the park.
Taken.
that is a beautiful passive sentence.
Uh-huh.
They might have been happy. Yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
I was thinking about your kids.
If the teacher's kids.
Yes, if the teacher's kids.
Number 9. If I hadn't found a new job,
I would have been broken.
I would have been broke. It would be just broke because it's an adjective,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Would have been broke.
And number 10.
If it had rained yesterday, I wouldn't have gone to the party.
Yes, I wouldn't have gone to party.
All right, guys. What about 11?
If we had a right time.
Is
That's
correct.
incomplete. We
It's
had
on
arrived
time, no?
on yeah.
Time.
time.
Mhm.
On time.
Have on time. Okay.
We we would get earn. I would
We would
have
would have
would have more money or the price. I forgot how do you say when you get a premium.
Price?
For
Price. Yes.
Can I say something about this one? And we,
Gotten price.
yes, mister. Go ahead.
for example, if we had arrived on time, my get and I we have had a great time. To change the will, as you said before, and the 7 and 8.
Yes.
No,
Yeah. Can you repeat it again, please?
Yes. If we had arrived on time, my girl and I would, oh yes, my girl and I would have had
A great time.
a great time.
Perfect. And let's the last one, number 12.
I can see it.
No?
No.
What's blocking the view?
I don't know.
Press, Antonio,
Yes,
press Alt on your
I,
keyboard.
all right. Oh,
Awesome.
thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It worked.
If the dog had bitten me, I would have gone to the hospital.
Mhm.
I would have.
To the hospital, all right.
Okay. Very nice. Or do you guys have any other questions?
Mm-mm.
No, we're
Pretty
good.
easy, right?
Yes.
That's what she said.
No, I think as we get more practice, it becomes easier.
It becomes
Yeah.
easier. Yes.
Yes, and I've been practicing all day, so now I think
Ah,
it's easier.
all right. Antonio, what do you think?
Yes,
Good.
it's like Adriana said.
What about Alberto? What do you think, Alberto?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Okay, good. Rocio?
Yes, I think the same. We need to practice more.
Great, yeah, we will practice a lot more. Cynthia,
Yes, I need to practice.
you need to practice. And you, Mari?
Yes, I need to practice a little more because I need to remember this kind of topic.
I shared with you guys on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
It's about 7 slides. Are there 6 links for worksheets, guys?
Yes, there were
Yes.
6, 3 and 3.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
6
There are a
links
lot.
and 2 videos. So you can
Yeah.
watch it and you can check them, okay? And you can also observe the classes that are recorded and uploaded on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And it's also, I actually didn't try not to ask you many times or many things, but I wanted you to check that we're using the third condition. Yes, I'm sorry, the third conditional. So with the if, we have the past perfect. If I had, if Tim had bought, if Mrs. Brown hadn't found, if I hadn't forgotten. So that is past perfect.
That's perfect.
And the result is the past model.
Past
I have
model.
made, might have given, might have been, might not have waited. So that is the past model. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. Next. Read an extract from an article about a famous author. So Thomas J. Stanley. Do you guys know who this guy is? Thomas J. Stanley?
No.
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Maybe
Wrote
it's a writer because he's a novel or a book, something
He
like that.
wrote
No?
this book,
All right.
Yes.
The Millionaire Next
Next
Door.
next door.
But did he always wanted to be a book writer?
I
No.
don't
I don't
know.
He
know.
was a university marketing professor.
All right.
Yes. So working as a professor, he wrote 3 books, 3 textbooks. About what? Textbooks about what?
Well, maybe about
Marketing.
Marketing.
Marketing. Yes. And he gave seminars around the country. So that sounds like a good job, doesn't it? Being a
Yeah.
professor, you wrote 3 books, you give seminars around. What do you think of that position?
But it says that he's not satisfied with that.
Well, in spite of the very appealing position he had, he wasn't satisfied.
Exactly.
He felt dissatisfied with his career.
Yeah.
I wonder what did he want. So because of that, he didn't like his job, he didn't like his position, he didn't like what he was doing. So he took time off. What does that mean? Took time off.
That he rested from their actual job,
From
from
the
his actual
writing.
job.
Yes, he said, I'm not working for 1 month or 1 year. We don't know. So he said, I don't want to keep working on that. And why did he take time off? To write the book,
Millionaire.
Millionaire Next Door. What does this mean? The Millionaire Next Door. What does that mean, guys? Next door.
That's
Next door is a phrase used for neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So this basically means my neighbor, the millionaire.
Mhm.
Okay, so the millionaire next door with researcher. So he found a researcher or he hired a researcher. What is researcher?
people who dedicate
It
their lives
run.
to
A person?
make investigations.
A person that, yes, to do research. And this book hit the New York Times bestseller. So it became very popular. And to be on the bestseller list, it happened quickly. So he sold a lot of books, a lot of books. And all those sales made them both. Who is them both?
These guys,
The-
Stanley
Yeah.
and William.
The researcher
Well,
and Thomas.
And Stanley. So Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko
Mhm.
became millionaires because of the book.
all right.
Yes, the book made them, or the sales of the book made them millionaires.
Mhm.
Interesting, huh? That would be really good. But not only millionaires, extremely wealthy.
Well,
Wow, can you imagine that?
Nice.
One book? Wow. Stanley
Stanley.
then, so he wrote the book, he sold a lot of books, he became a millionaire man, and then he interviewed over 1,300 or 1,300 millionaires for his next bestseller, The Millionaire Mind.
uh-huh.
There. So he has a very good topic, doesn't he? What do you think about his decision? Did he take a good decision when he took time off? Did he make a good decision?
Well, I think he took a risk
He took
because,
a risk. Was that a good risk?
well,
Yeah.
yes.
A good one.
Well,
Yeah,
it was a good paid risk, but if he didn't know it was,
he
was going
didn't
to
know
win.
he was going to
was
be
it a good risk?
rich. Oh, yes.
We don't know. Before you do that, you don't know if it's a good or bad risk. After that, then you say, oh, it's
Mhm.
what we're gonna do.
Oh,
Whenever,
yes.
once you win.
Ella era good journalist, ¿no?
Yes, and then he hired or he
And research.
partnered up with William D. Danko.
Yeah.
That was also a very good idea. What would you have done? Imagine your position. You are a professor at a university.
Mhm.
3 books. You give seminars around Mexico City. Imagine. You go to Puebla, Veracruz, Monterrey, the UNAM to give seminars about English classes.
That would be great.
They use your books to teach English in all the schools. Would you be dissatisfied?
It
No.
might be.
No.
Would you say, I quit, I don't like my job, I'm gonna go write a book? It's strange, isn't it? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Something weird.
Sometimes we want more and more and more.
Yes,
Right.
sometimes we got more.
When you
Yes.
study, yes, you want to.
Now, everybody please,
Get
as
more.
a team, complete the sentences. It says compare with a partner, but you don't have the book and I didn't send you this slide. So right now, as a team, complete the sentences.
Mhm.
Oh,
Are you gonna send us to another chat or are we gonna share it here?
Actually, that's a good idea. Let's go in different rooms.
Mm. Did you send it to
The
the?
subgroup,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
you're very welcome.
If Stanley and then Chris.
There you go. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Did you finish?
Enjoy it.
Hello.
Enjoy it.
Hello.
Hello. You're a quite laugh as a professor.
All right. Now let's go. Let's work on it. The number one, if Thomas Stanley had been satisfied with his career, he wouldn't have taken time off from work, and he
Might not have written.
I know. I know how to return.
have written The Millionaire Next Door with William Danko. Number two, if Stanley and Danko's book
Had not
Hadn't
been.
been.
Hadn't been.
been so successful and
Hadn't made.
Having made
made the bestseller list, Stanley
Might not have
might,
written.
mightn't or might not have written.
Have written.
perfect. Next, number three.
If Stanley had
Had
continued.
continued.
Has continued.
I continued his job at the university. He
Wouldn't have a made.
Wouldn't
Couldn't
have
have
Made.
made.
Okay.
He wouldn't have
Wouldn't have made. Have made.
wouldn't have made
so
Wouldn't
much
have
money.
made. He
It
probably
probably
wouldn't have
Wouldn't
become.
have become.
Wouldn't have become.
if he
Hadn't
If
Hadn't
he hadn't
decided.
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 Did it. Mhm.
Decided.
okay. Oh yes. Right.
Decided.
wouldn't have became.
What?
Mhm.
It
Hadn't
became.
become.
Become.
Stanley
Become?
Mhm.
Yes, hadn't become.
had it.
Hadn't become.
No, I was saying in the previous one, in the number 3. Is
Yeah, what about-
become or
Become.
Become.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
become,
fine.
became, become.
okay.
Mhm.
On the other hand, if Stanley hadn't become famous,
Famous. He
He
could.
couldn't enjoy.
No, could have enjoyed.
Couldn't have.
Could have
Couldn't
Could
have
have
could have
enjoyed.
enjoyed.
Could have
could
enjoyed.
have
enjoyed.
enjoyed.
Mhm.
Okay. I see that we still need to do a couple more exercises, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about this so far?
No.
No?
Mr. Jesus, in the number 3, we were saying, oh no, in the number 2,
Yeah.
Antonio and I would be saying that, for example, I wrote hadn't made, but he was explaining to us, or he was giving his point.
It wasn't Antonio, it was me.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
but
Alberto.
yeah, but the connector with so is it's next to the first conditional,
Yes,
not to the consequence, not to the consequence. That was my bad. That's why both sentences had to be with the condition, not with the consequence. That was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, this is actually not a connector. This is an adverb.
Yeah.
In this case, it's an adverb of intensity,
Yeah.
Mhm.
making
Yes.
the adjective very intense.
Stronger, right?
So successful, very successful. No? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Adriana says no.
It was my bad. Yeah, it was my bad.
No, because I got confused. Like he would say that it wouldn't have made, and I thought it was hadn't made. So
I think
I
that
don't
the
know.
confusion is normal because he sees the story right here, look. Right there. And let's hide the other part. Maybe that's what he's seeing. If Stanley Danko's book hadn't been so successful, and we cancel the and, this is the connector, and.
Mhm.
If we cancel the connector, and then you can have this as a result. It wouldn't have made the bestseller list.
Mhm.
But this connector is connecting this clause to the main clause.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was my bad completely. Yeah, I lost it. It's what we call in Spanish inclusive connector.
Okay, very good. So this is a connector. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. This is the connector.
Mhm.
This, in this sentence, in this case,
It's another.
is not a connector.
Yeah.
It is an adverb. Yeah, an adverb of intensity.
Intensity, yeah.
Intensifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess.
A synonym for this adverb will be very.
Very.
Very. So if Stanley and Danko's book hadn't been very successful
And
and hadn't been the bestseller list. All right. Can we go to the next one?
yes.
All right. I think that's finished. Okay. Let's see. Write a paragraph about something lucky that has happened to you. Why was it lucky? How would your life have been different if it hadn't happened? Choose a topic below. A hobby you started, a job you got, a person you met, a trip you took. Would you like an example?
Mm,
No, no examples?
Well,
Excellent.
yes.
You have to, you want an example? All right, this is the example, okay? The lady is thinking, what topic did she pick? A hobby, a job, a person, or a trip?
A
Person.
person,
Personal.
What person?
Her husband.
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 Her husband. Yeah, that's the topic she's talking about. So meeting my husband is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. So that's what you got to do. This, change it for whatever it is to you. Yes. Meeting my English teacher is the luckiest thing that.
yes. Very good.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree with you.
Yes, is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. Okay. Now she continues with her story. We never would have met. There
In
you
my
go.
air condition.
Never would have met. What is that? A result.
Yes.
It's a
But she's
consequence.
talking about the past. Yes, the consequence. And the consequence of what? The consequence of what? Of
The meeting of the
a situation.
husband. The situation.
What is the situation?
cause.
No,
The cause.
the situation is the
The
air
air
conditioning
conditioning.
having
broke.
broken down. Yes, it's like,
Mm.
is my air conditioner having broken
Yes.
down? One Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's good. They switch them, no?
There. Yeah, the positions of the
yes,
classes.
the
are switched.
position is
It was.
switched.
Now let's continue with the story. She's talking about the situation, the real
Yeah.
situation. It
The
was
hot.
so hot that I decided to go, and that's where I met Jack. Now she continues. Jack wouldn't have been there if, and that you have to complete it in your imagination. Now the story ends right there. And then she gives a conclusive sentence. If we hadn't met that day, I probably would have married my high school sweetheart. So right here we have 3 sentences with third conditional because we're talking about the past. Yes?
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. So go ahead and pick a topic. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I got so many buttons in here. Pick a topic, whatever you want. A hobby, a job, a trip, a person, and write your story. The luckiest thing, the funniest thing.
With 3 sentences
the most
like that,
difficult-
like that. Yeah, cause and effect.
Well, right here, yes, cause and effect.
Okay. Let me do try to create. Oh,
A real one, a real. Think of something that happened to you.
a situation. Okay.
Guys, we have no more time. My gosh.
For homework.
Well, did you do this?
What time is it?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I did. I did
You
it.
did?
Yes.
All right. Would you
Yes.
like to check it or do you want to do the story instead?
Okay, let's check then.
I think we should do these worksheets and then
Yeah,
the
let's do this.
paragraph for homework,
Yep.
so we can
that's
have a little bit more time.
Yeah, and we can review a little bit of what you work and check any questions you might have.
Mhm. Okay.
So if Kelly had followed her career dream, she might have become a marine biologist. If a music teacher
Sure.
Hadn't
Haven't
heard.
heard.
hadn't heard.
hadn't heard, okay, Kelly singing in the hall of her middle school, she
She wouldn't have
Wouldn't have
joined.
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 Wouldn't have
Wouldn't
joined.
joined. Perfect. Next, if Kelly
Kelly hadn't learned.
Hadn't learned.
Have learned.
Hadn't learned.
in classically her school course, she
Might not have been
Might not have
able
been
to.
Have been
Able.
able. Mhm.
might not have been able.
Able to
Next,
use.
number 4.
If
had not
Hadn't told.
hadn't told.
Yeah, like somebody said, I couldn't catch who said it. It's
Okay,
also
had not
okay to say
told.
had not told is also okay, okay guys? Had
Mhm.
not or hadn't is okay.
Yes.
Kelly
Wouldn't have tried out.
Wouldn't have tried out.
wouldn't have
wouldn't have tried out for the show.
For the show.
If Kelly
If Kelly
Had received.
hadn't
had
received.
received
had or hadn't
had
Had.
had received, oh my gosh, had received 47% and not 57% of the final vote on American Idol, she
Wouldn't
have
won.
won.
you guys got it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really good. Any questions?
No,
No.
not about this one.
Oh, Cynthia, no questions? Perfect.
No.
There you go. Beautiful. Let's go for the next one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Pop artist you voted for. PM stands for Pop Magazine.
Magazine.
Yeah. Why do you think you came in second, Beth? I definitely chose the wrong song. Judges didn't like it at all. So here is not an order of intensity. What is this?
It's like the next.
A connector
Okay.
A
connecting a
connection.
consequence. Yes, or maybe an opinion. And it's connecting, this person is connecting his comment to the last comment mentioned. That's a connector now.
Okay.
So if you
Hadn't
Hadn't
sung.
Hadn't
hadn't sang,
had song.
hadn't sung
sung,
that song,
would you would you have
Would
won?
You
You
want,
you
have gone,
Have won?
have gone.
Won?
you have won, do you think? Very good.
Mhm.
Continue. Who
Who
knows?
knows?
I would have had a better chance.
Prefer saying I
Would
could have had. I could have had.
Yes, you can also say could. I could have had a better chance.
Yeah.
So let's change it to could.
Okay.
It's also
Have
okay
had.
to say would.
Okay,
Okay.
I could have had.
But it doesn't really matter because I had a great time. All right, that was with Beth Simon. Now let's go to the second interview, Ian
Ian.
Wong. How are you feeling, Ian?
I didn't realize how hard it would be if I had known.
If
Mhm.
I had known,
Maybe
I would
I
have
I
would
would have
have worked
worked
harder on my singing. Would
Would you have taken?
have you taken
you have taken.
more singing lessons? Yeah, I would have looked.
Looked.
Perfect, guys. Very good. Any questions?
No, this one.
No.
Oh, nice and easy. Nice. Next. I like this one. Now here, we can have many different opinions as any other exercise. The example is right there. Let's work with number 2. Miami always wanted to be a doctor, but on her 13th birthday, her parents gave her a camera. That was the start of her interest in photography, and she later became a professional photographer. If Miami hadn't gotten a camera for her birthday,
She wouldn't have
Have been
become a professional photographer.
photographer.
become.
Yes, have become a professional photographer.
Photographer. Very good. Is there another opinion?
Yeah, I answered the same.
You have the same answer? What about somebody else? Nobody? Okay, let's go with number 3. Can you please read, Alberto?
Yes, Stephanie loved to build things when she was younger. She even helped her father design additions to her house. But when she was in high school, she was spotted by a modeling agency and became a model. She always says that if that she
Would.
wouldn't have been scouted. She wouldn't have been scouted. eh, I think no, I don't think so. I don't like that.
No, for the because
no.
of the
Yeah. No,
the rest of
I don't
the.
like that one.
She would have
She was
been
in
an
high school.
architect. She would have been an architect
Yes.
or engineer,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes.
Would have been an architect.
If she hadn't
And
If she
become-
hadn't
Yes.
become a model.
Very nice. Any other opinion? She would have been an engineer, as I heard.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go for the next one. Martin, can you help me, Antonio, please?
Yes, Martin loved farming, but he had no interest in cooking. His grandmother, nevertheless, made him help her cook the dinner every Sunday. Martin just opened his second organic restaurant. If his grandmother hadn't taught him how to cook, he wouldn't have realized realized that he could read that one.
That
He could cook very nice.
Yeah, okay, he could.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Another opinion?
He wouldn't have opened his own restaurant.
He wouldn't have, yes.
or he wouldn't have wrote the wrote the book, recipe book,
What?
Yeah.
about recipe book.
But it
or
doesn't
whatever.
say anything about a recipe book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but we have nothing about a recipe book.
It could be he wouldn't have realized he got talent to cook.
All right. That sounds true.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
it also repeats the same line as the first one. He wouldn't have realized that he cooks. I'm sorry, that he cooks.
He cooked very
It's
nice.
very nice.
All right. I know restaurants.
Mhm.
I think that's it. That's we can leave it like that. All right. Next, number 5. Adriana, can you help me, please?
Yes. How Shing, a trombone player, was taking part in a competition. As he stepped on stage, he noticed a beautiful woman in the front row of the audience. While he was playing his piece, he became distracted by the woman. He forgot the music and didn't win the competition. If he hadn't seen the woman, he wouldn't have been distracted by the beautiful, he wouldn't have been distracted.
He wouldn't have.
Yes, he wouldn't have been
Have been-
distracted.
Structured, yeah.
Yeah, it fits. He would have been distracted.
But if he
Continue.
hadn't seen that woman, he wouldn't have have fallen in love.
It doesn't say nothing about falling in love.
No, I know, but that we have another.
Well, we are thinking in the future, Mr. Jesus.
Right.
Okay, but that wouldn't be conditional. Okay, what about the competition, guys?
He will have won the competition.
All right.
He
would have
wouldn't
won?
have
He
been
had
a player,
lost
trombone
the-
player.
he
Won
lost
the
the
No,
competition.
he was a trombone player.
Yes.
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 He would
He wouldn't have
have,
lost
If
the
he
competition.
couldn't
He
wouldn't
would
have
have.
fall in love.
he wouldn't have lost the
He wouldn't.
competition.
You are 100% sure that he wouldn't have lost?
Well, no.
So
He
he
was
would have been,
distracted.
he would have won.
Or he wouldn't have
been-
forgotten the piece,
He wouldn't
Also,
forgot
have forgotten the piece.
the piece.
also, we
I-
can say he could have become part of the orchestra.
A great orchestra.
It was a competition. So
Oh,
you're saying only wouldn't. Are you 100% sure that he would have won?
No, could.
no.
Then you
He
don't
could.
say would. You say
Could.
could
Could have
Could
done.
could have
or
done.
Won.
Or
Or-
might.
Mhm.
might.
Might have lost, right.
Might not.
Might not have lost.
He could have won. There you go. Yes.
Okay, yes, sounds better.
All right. Any questions, guys?
No,
Good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Everybody's good?
Yes. So-
Rocio?
yes,
Soso? Or
it's okay.
perfect? Perfect. Okay. Cynthia?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Alberto, 100. Antonio,
I'm good.
100.
Yes.
Adriana, 250.
yes.
Mari, what about you,
Yes.
Mari?
Yes,
Yes?
thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's erase this. Now we are out of time. And
Oh,
we still have
yes.
more. Yes, but
Yeah.
don't worry, complete them. And if you have to have that one, if you want to go over it tomorrow, we'll go over it tomorrow. But
All
it
right.
will be really good for you guys to do your writing. Write your story. The life
Yes, yes. I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking about it.
now for
Is how long? A short story?
yes, make it short and precisely that. Somebody mentioned 3 sentences. The story does not have 3 sentences, but we can go over it and check. Where
All
is
right.
it? Yeah, it's right here. Let me show you.
Yes, I forgot the topic.
I
The
think
story
you said it had only 3 sentences.
in
Yes, about what?
3 conditions, but the story has many
Well,
sentences.
yes, it has more
That's
sentences.
1 sentence.
Mhm.
This is
Okay.
another sentence with conditional.
Yes.
Yes.
It was so hot. That's 1 sentence. I decided to go. That's another sentence. That's where that's another sentence. Okay, those are different sentences. That's another sentence with a
Yes,
conditional.
would I have it there?
That's another sentence with a conditional. So
Yeah.
yes, whatever, as many sentences as you need to share with us your story.
All right.
Of course,
Okay.
we don't need an 18 pages story, right?
An essay.
And back.
An
No,
essay.
we don't need that, but make it a nice appealing story. Short but complete.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Please,
right.
could you show us the topics? We have 3 kind of topics about meeting someone. Yes, that's right. A hobby
It's
started.
whatever you want, Mari, whatever you want.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
These
yes,
are only
yes.
tips to help you.
Yes, that's
Okay.
that's right.
Tips
But
to
we
help you.
can
You have,
choose another topic.
yes, you can choose
Yes.
any topic you like.
Okay. I'll
All
think
right.
about
Yes,
it.
guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. How was the class? I know I
Nice, nice. Better.
Thank you.
hope you guys forgive me.
It's getting better.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Perfect. Do you
Yeah.
if you don't have any questions, guys, thank you very much. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye
Later.
bye.
Have a good
Thank
evening,
you.
guys.